Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ben's Bench. I know it's been a minute since I've been on the channel, and I didn't really disclose how often or how frequently I was going to be making videos and posts to my channel. I guess it's just whenever I think of stuff to review, unbox, or otherwise take a look at. So get ready, I've got a couple more things ready for posts, so I hope you enjoy another episode of Ben's Bench. Let's take a look at what's coming across my bench today. Hey everybody, so welcome to this episode of Ben's Bench. So today I'm going to go over something that I kind of have been working on over a period of time. It's kind of an evolving product that I've created. First disclaimer here, full disclosure, I didn't originally come up with this first original idea of this product. Essentially, I saw something at a hockey tournament up in Notre Dame, and it was a dad that had designed and 3D printed a mount for his GoPro. And I asked him about it. He offered to send me the file as long as I agreed not to sell it. I told him, yeah, that'd be great. Exchange phone numbers. And he basically ghosted me. Never did send the file. So I basically just took a picture of what it was and tried to recreate it myself. So here is the first version. This is essentially what the guy had at the hockey event. And I'll go over all the details of it. But since the guy never sent me the file and the guy never really, showed me what it was, as far as how he designed it and everything, I decided to make my own version. So after several versions, I came up with what is now essentially version 7. So this is version 7. This has been the most useful version that I've developed so far to date. And let's dive into what all the components are. So, as you saw in version 1, essentially it's got this notch here, it has this back notch, and then it has a sloped feature here. So what this was designed for was to go up under a hockey net. So the hockey net would be here, this would slide under the net, and then this would clip on top of the board, so top of the glass, plexiglass or hard glass. And then what he had was a pole that would poke in here, so I have one here that I can kind of show you. So with a connector, you could attach a pole here, and then this pole, with it sitting on the glass, this pole would go down to a suction cup that would suction to the glass. So that would hold it basically up and over the glass. You could get a nice clear view of the game. His was designed for just one GoPro, so it would just sort of sit in there like that. So what I did was I sort of evolved the design. Went in and using Fusion 360, which is basically an AutoCAD program, I was able to come up with this design ultimately. So this took me several different versions. You can see that there were different iterations that I tried and things I learned along the way. So I've got my nameplates on the side. I have a removable nameplate for the front. So if my daughter is playing or my son's playing, I can swap out which team that is on here. And the nameplates. So same general concept, right? Still has the ability to kind of slip up under a netting if you wanted it to. Still has the ability to go up on the ice, as you can see here, or not ice, I'm sorry, the boards here. But some things that I have changed. So I still have the ability to put obviously a little post on it. Okay, so that's still an option. But what I did was let's start with this piece here. So we'll start front to back. So I actually recessed the screw set so that it sits smooth on top of that glass. Rounded the corners, so no sharp edges, anything like that. And then I also recessed this mount. So I bought this mount for a GoPro specifically, and then I recessed it down inside the plastic there. And the idea there is that if we want to go ahead and take our mount, so we'll go ahead and add the camera. So this is a small rig casing essentially. This may evolve too, I haven't decided yet, but right now it's a small rig. I may go to the media case so I can HDMI out to a wireless, but we're still working on that. Okay, so your GoPro mounts like that. And you can tilt it and you can still spin it left to right a little bit, up or down a little bit. But I wanted it recessed as low as possible, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. But that's how the GoPro mounts. So it's nice and low profile. And ultimately, you're only going to have, maybe that much sticking over the glass. So it's really not intrusive to the sport, really not in the way a lot. Next was audio. So I do remote audio for my games. And so the way that I have accomplished that is essentially on my GoPro, instead of using the GoPro's audio, I will use like a Rode mic, okay, like this. So this is a video mic 2, or video mic Go 2, I'm sorry. Has the ability for both 3.5 millimeter or USB-C audio. I like the USB-C because that's digital, and then gives me digital output, digital input. You can use the audio port if you want. But these do have like firmware and stuff in them, so you can change like audio gains and things like that. So what that couples with is my Wireless Pro mics. So I take a Wireless Pro mic and I can plug in my USB to that. And then down inside here, it's kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it here. There's a little shoe mount, cold shoe mount. Okay, so I slide my cold shoe in, and everything was designed like pretty much several prints of just fine tuning. So that goes in like that. I was using audio out, which obviously this is a version that I'm adapting and working on. So I would use audio out cable there, and then it would come around and plug into my mic. So put my camera down, slide that guy in, slip the camera up, and there you go. You've got a microphone and a camera mount with your wireless mic here. So the camera feeds into the wireless mic with the cable. And then the problem I was running into was the games are running long and my GoPros were running out of battery. So I bought this specifically. It's an Anker power brick. I specifically bought it for its dimensions because I wanted a very low profile option. And so I mounted basically it's a phone mount, but you can use whatever in there. And so I specifically bought this mount and this battery pack so that they would fit tightly inside of this. This can just come out, feed my GoPro with additional battery. So it's basically a very compact, small format audio video rig that I designed here. So future versions of this rig are going to be, basically I'm going to work on developing a way to mount a remote HDMI wireless transmitter to this so that my GoPro video will go directly into a transmitter and back to an OBS streaming server that I'm building right now. That might be on a future video. But basically, this particular rig right now is fully functional. I can use it on a tripod. So this is just a 1/4-20 traditional mount, which can be adjusted. I can unscrew this and slide it forward and back if I need to. So I can use it on a tripod. I can use it at the hockey rink, at the softball fields, whatever I want to use it for. It has that ability. So like I said, this isn't a product that you can buy. It's more something I designed and made myself, but maybe it's something that you can buy down the road. Again, the guy agreed with to send me the file if I didn't sell it. Well, he never sent it to me, so the original idea is far enough away from, I think, this idea that this is a product that could be manufactured and sold at some point in time. I want to come up with a more aesthetically pleasing version of this, and something that can be modified to be multifunctional and multi-sports. I think that we're close on that already. Just maybe a little bit of fine-tuning along the way, I think will help that. So anyway, hope you liked this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share it with your friends. Again, I'm going to just be reviewing all kinds of fun stuff, either stuff I created, stuff I'm in the process of making, or stuff that I've found, tools, all sorts of other things. So thanks for following along another episode of Ben's Bench. Hope to see you next time. Thanks.